The next exercise is long box series, pulling straps 1 and 2. The transition from stomach massage series to long box is a complicated one, so let's review. First, we lower the foot bar down, sticky mat to the front, bringing it down to 1 spring, and grabbing our box in that order to place onto the carriage with the end flush with the shoulder blocks. Now, before we start with exercise setup for pulling straps 1 and we want to talk about extension and how we extend through the spine when pulling the straps. Keeping that strong Pilates stance to the wrap of the seat, especially in a prone position, still lifting the abs in and up. And you want to think that when she's pulling the straps, she's pulling from the back, right in that center point, right at the sternum, right at the xiphoid part, as she brings the arms back towards her hips, lifting the chest and the breastbone, keeping that head in line with the spine, opening the collarbones and activating through the scapula rhomboid area. To return the arms forward and bring the head back in line with the spine. And again, bringing it back, lengthening, lifting up through the sternum, keeping the tailbone reaching long, not throwing the ribs out of the body, keeping that length to bring the arms forward and the body back and stacked in line with it. So think of that on extension, and it's good to practice this in a standing position before coming onto a box. Now, setup. She places herself onto the box with the shoulders to the edge. Straps in her hands, shoring up onto the straps so her arms and her hands pretty much meet the middle of the wood of the frame. Her abdominals are in, her legs are long and slightly lower than the box. The initiation is actually going to come from the scapula-rib connection of pulling down. A good way to practice this, and we'll show later in building blocks, is with the hands on the frame. The gross movement pattern is simply she brings the arms back, extending through the chest to reach the arms long and down to return. Precision points is keeping the ribs and the abdominals into the body. When she initiates, she's in control from the back with her center line maintaining and the lift and her legs lower than the box without lifting into that. Her head is reaching long like she's shooting out of a cannon with the back of her neck long in extension. Common errors is muscling through the movement, just pulling back without any attachment to the spine or to the powerhouse. Letting the legs lift. And as you can see, she's very good at pulling her ribs out of her body to pull into extension. So let's show that. Let's pull your ribs all the way out of your body and show that extension. There we go. So we want to contain that, right? And really work where the goal is of pulling straps 1 really comes from. So again, real-time execution, or think of the rhythm as being smooth and controlled with the emphasis of opposition of the pull coming this way and coming long and out. So let's do it again. So press through, real time, lengthening, hold, pulling the ribs in, lowering through those legs, pulling the abdominals in to release. And again, coming through, shooting the head out of the cannon, pulling those ribs in a little more. Oh, there you go, really pulling through here and down. One more time. And again, pulling from here, really pulling the shoulder blades together, keep the ribs in, and reaching long and away. Very good. On spotting, use the hands to guide the arms coming back, lifting through, keeping the collarbones open. Also a good spot is her reaching into you through the hands, pressing the fist into the body, collarbones open, really shooting out of that head. Oh, that's a good one for you, little rib popper. That's it, and bringing it down, coming through and guiding it all the way through to the movement. Signs of readiness is to maintain powerhouse connection in the abdominals as the spine is extending and being able to move the arms from the back. I would suggest maybe lowering down to a blue spring if you have that option available to you. Building blocks. We could lower the spring load if you have that option available to you. Place the handles onto the post. initiating and executing the exercise with or without weights. 1 pound weights usually is enough. Bringing the arms back, lifting up through the chest, extending through the head, and bringing it down, keeping the palms facing in and working with the gross movement patterns. Another building block is take the hands to the frame, holding onto the frame, and without bending the elbows, lift gently and press forward, moving the frame towards the back end of the reformer just a little to feel the engagement through the shoulders and through that scapular rib connection. Do you feel that? Shooting that head out in line with the spine to return, to show them how initiation and activation begins. Transition with the straps in the hands. She simply shortens down towards the loops and brings her arms out to the side, palms facing the floor, don't move, for pulling straps 2. Long box series, pulling straps 2. Still an intermediate exercise, 3 to 5 reps. Same goal, same setup, except we're now out to the lowest part of our loops with our thumbs wrapped in, arms are wide to the side with the shoulder blades connected, the thumbs slightly rotated up to keep the palms flat to the floor. Her abdominals are still lifted, her legs are lower than the box, and her head is long, reaching out long. To execute, she simply activates that same scapular rib connection, bringing the arms back towards the tops of her hips, coming through to reach, lifting through the chest without ribs popping up, and then even higher to return out wide to the side. That is the gross movement pattern. Again, the precision points in this is to think of wider with the arms as you come in and even wider to return to the side, keeping the dumbbells lifted. Again, the same common errors will happen here. And real-time execution is to bring the arms long and back, lifting up to the chest, pressing through, keeping the palms flat to the floor, to reach it out wide to the side to return just a little higher. And again, coming through and back, reaching up to the chest to reach it out wide to the side, lifting a little higher to return. One more time for me, coming through, lifting up, shooting out of that cannon to bring the arms a little higher to bring it in and rest. Coming through that. Nice. A good spot for this one is at the forearms, arms reaching wide, and assisting the pull back, keeping the thumbs up or rotating the thumbs, lifting through the chest, having them press into your hands, moving into touch, and then again reaching even higher to return out to the side. Coming through. Building blocks will be the same. She can come down to a lower spring, placing her handles onto the post. She could work with 1 pound weights or no weights at all. The transition to short box series, give me one more, reaching long and back. To lift through that, reaching to reach it even longer to return it wide to the side is to bring the handles onto the post. One leg down to the floor to step off the box. Add a spring. Turn the box strap to the back over the blocks. Grab your bar. And we're ready for short box series.